So when we talk about this, understand that you have a choice right now in this moment. You can either choose the blue pill or you can choose the red pill. Either one is a choice that you can make. And once you make the red pill choice, though, there's really no going back, because as you start to uncover the truth that you are an eternal spiritual being having a temporary human experience, that everything you believe to be true is a belief system that most likely was regurgitated to you, that's when it starts to become a little bit more interesting. Our reality, everything in our reality is fundamentally neutral except for the meaning we give it, except for the programming we give it, what we buy into, what we believe. But you have these perspectives, the reasoning of the mind that keeps you trapped in blue pill, that also keeps you from not wanting to break outside of it, because breaking outside of it is uncertain, and uncertain is fearful to the blue pill mentality. The thing that I encourage you to do, though, is to take the red pill. Not politically, I'm not talking politics here. If you guys have been following my content for a long time, you know that that's not what I'm talking about. When I talk about red pill, I'm talking about the uncomfortable truth about reality. That everything is a self-fulfilling prophecy. That your belief systems keep you trapped in limitation. If you believe you can't, you will get that reflection. If you believe you're awkward, then you will get that reflection. If you believe attracting love is hard, then you will get that reflection. The hard part and the hard pill to swallow is that you have to take responsibility for obtaining those beliefs in the past, even if someone gave them to you. Disney movies, parents, doesn't matter. Whoever gave you those belief systems, you took the pill. And now it is about realizing that you take the red pill, which metaphorically is like taking this pill that then disintegrates all these belief systems that are like little plastic baggies in your body. And then it brings up all of this stuff for you to let go of. So the red pill's not comfortable. It's uncomfortable to realize the truth that everything in your life is a self-fulfilling prophecy based on your belief in it. There's two choices you can make. On one hand, we have what is called the blue pill. The blue pill is blue. But you know what else the blue represents? Autopilot mind, being asleep, blissful ignorance, listening to the media and the news. These are all things that the blue pill, taking the blue pill, will put you back. It'll put you back in that state of comfort. You want to be comfortable? Even though it's the autopilot mind, it just might be comfortable. Even though there's nothing exciting about it, even though you might even be in fear, that fear may be actually comfortable. Now, on the other hand, we have that of the red pill. The red pill is uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable truth about reality. Now, in the red pill, you go down the rabbit hole. You see how far down the rabbit hole goes. In the red pill, you are waking up to the truth about who you are, to the truth about the way reality works, and you are becoming free. And the difference between the blue pill and the red pill, and whatever choice you make, understand this, whatever choice you make, there's no going back. I know it sounds very cheesy. When I first took the red pill back in 2012, and by the way, red pill, blue pill, I'm not talking about politics here. One time I posted on my Instagram, I posted something about the movie The Matrix. It's a scene from The Matrix. And I talked about the blue pill versus the red pill. And then people were like, I can't believe he's saying this, or oh my God, people were about to spontaneously combust. And I was like, dude, this is The Matrix. The Matrix, such an awesome movie. But right now what is happening in the world is this dynamic right here. So first off, we have that of the blue pill and then the red pill, like I was saying. Now, why is the choice permanent and there's no going back? I remember this. Back in 2012, I was at a place, many of you know my story if you've been watching my YouTube videos, but at the time I had ADHD. I had a painful past that I felt a lot of emotional burden with. I was working a 9-to-5 job that I absolutely hated, but I was doing it because I thought I should, because my dad wanted me to go to college and do this, and I felt very stuck. And then what happened is I learned meditation. When I learned meditation, I learned how to observe my thoughts, observe the autopilot mind. I learned how to, it put me into a new state of consciousness, because here's the thing that happens. When we come into this reality, this is getting a little bit more esoteric for y'all. When we come into this reality, we completely forget who we are. We are these eternal spiritual beings that have logged into this reality. It's almost like the movie The Matrix. Now, the movie The Matrix, they have this AI twist to it. They have it where they're in this like gel goo stuff, and then they come out of it and it looks like really disgusting. Maybe that's not the way it really is, but that's like a symbol. It's like a metaphor. And what we do is we come into this reality, and one of the rules of this reality, just like the movie The Matrix, is people forget who they are. We forget who we are. And then part of the purpose of life is so that we remember who we are. Now, what happens is many of us have come here during this time to go through the process of awakening. The process of awakening, I attribute to that of the red pill. Because the red pill is where you realize that the truth, think about the movie The Matrix. The movie The Matrix, Morpheus, who is coming to him in his dreams. There's like a deep symbolism here. Then gives him the option of either taking the blue pill, which is where he wakes up in his bed and he goes about his 9-to-5 life, which is very boring, or the red pill, which he goes down the rabbit hole and he learns the truth about who he is. It may be uncomfortable, but he had the two options. And then when he chooses the red pill, he goes down this part of reprogramming himself, of letting go of everything he thinks he knows so that he can become invincible. He can then overcome his belief system so that he becomes free. And then at the end of the movie, what is he doing? He's flying around and stuff. And he realized that part of the whole movie is him learning to believe in himself by unbelieving in things that weren't him. Now, the thing with the blue pill is very comfortable. The blue pill is stuck inside that belief system, and the rigid belief system is what keeps people in that mode. Now, once you're given the option, some people, what happen is they start to go through a spiritual awakening, and they then start to take the red pill, and they start to have these like perceptions about themselves, and they start to maybe even share that with family. You know what sometimes happens? People then get afraid because their family starts to judge them. They get afraid that people, they get afraid of the unknown, and they try to go back into the blue pill mentality. The problem is that there really is no going back. Even if you pretend to go back, deep underneath you, you know that deep down, there's something that's not authentic about that. And some people will go for years and kind of like shove down what they were learning when they started to take the red pill. If you're watching this video right now, then I'm sorry. But you most likely already resonate with some of this ideology of the red pill. You're realizing that the way reality is set up, even when we talk about the Great Awakening, what has happened in this reality is there have been we can call it the elite, a certain group of people that have kept and had a system set up, just kind of like in the movie The Matrix, a system set up that then keeps people in a certain state of consciousness. And that has to do with fear and anger. When people are in fear and anger, they're much more able to be controlled. They're much more likely to look to authority for certainty. And what happens is then the resources can continue to get funneled to them. And part of that is that there's a lot of stimulation that keeps people distracted. And then what happens is, what's happening now at least, is people are beginning to break out of the autopilot mind, believing everything they're told about the media, believing everything that they're told about the way the reality, like the way the system works, so that then they can become free. But the bitter pill to swallow is that it's acknowledging that a lot of reality has been set up, and a lot of what you believe to be true has been a lie. Even when we look in society at our own history, how much of our own history do we know for sure is true? How much of it could be fabricated so that we have a certain belief system? They've shown, there was a documentary that came out that was called Out of the Shadows, which is very hard to find on YouTube for some reason, even though there's over 7 million views on it. And it talks about how back in the day, the CIA infiltrated Hollywood so that then it could control the belief system of millions of people that watch these Hollywood, Disney movies like that, which then controls the belief system of the people. And then one of the biggest parts of this process is that when we talk about blue pill, red pill, which has nothing to do with politics, let me remind you again, the system is set up to keep people in that fear mentality. And then the people that in a way influence the system don't really have to do much because everyone else is so distracted and so trying to cling to their own perspectives. So when we talk about this, understand that you have a choice right now in this moment. You can either choose the blue pill or you can choose the red pill. Either one is a choice that you can make. And once you make the red pill choice, though, there's really no going back, because as you start to uncover the truth that you are an eternal spiritual being having a temporary human experience, that everything you believe to be true is a belief system that most likely was regurgitated to you, that's when it starts to become a little bit more interesting. In my own life, it was very, the awakening process. I started going through it back in 2012. It just keeps on going. I ain't got it all figured out yet. There's just, beliefs are the program. Beliefs are the program. Whatever we believe to be true, that is a self-fulfilling prophecy. The craziest thing about this whole thing is that our reality, everything in our reality is fundamentally neutral except for the meaning we give it, except for the programming we give it, what we buy into, what we believe. So if we tell ourselves a story that's like, hey, every time I attract love, this happens in my life, then guess what? It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. We will get that result. Somebody says, I get sick 3 times a year, every year. Guess what? And so it is. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Some people may go to a doctor, and their belief system is that by going there, they then get something that they then take that then heals them. That could be a placebo, just as much as certain other things like acupuncture and other things, which may have a scientific, you see, the thing is like we have groups of people that will look into these things, that can look at the science of it and see the meridians on the body. And at the very core basis, though, it's remembering that we are generating the meaning and we are generating that ability to heal based on our own belief system. Everything's about belief. Everything is about our belief, and everything is a self-fulfilling prophecy. The thing is, though, is that if you're in the blue pill, nothing is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Everything just is the way it is. It's all rigid. It's just reality. It's the autopilot mind. It's the blissful ignorance. It's being asleep. Everything just is the way it is. Reality, blue pill, reality is fixed. Red pill, reality is flexible. It is malleable. Blue pill, things are permanent. Red pill, things are easily in flux. This is the biggest change in life you will ever make. And think about taking the red pill is simply about realizing that everything is flexible based on your own belief system. Whatever you believe to be true is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Whether you think you can, whether you think you can't, you're right. It's all up to you. But you have these perspectives, the reasoning of the mind that keeps you trapped in blue pill, that also keeps you from not wanting to break outside of it, because breaking outside of it is uncertain, and uncertain is fearful to the blue pill mentality. The thing that I encourage you to do, though, is to take the red pill. Not politically. I'm not talking politics here. If you guys have been following my content for a long time, you know that that's not what I'm talking about. When I talk about red pill, I'm talking about the uncomfortable truth about reality. That everything is a self-fulfilling prophecy. That your belief systems keep you trapped in limitation. If you believe you can't, you will get that reflection. If you believe you're awkward, then you will get that reflection. If you believe attracting love is hard, then you will get that reflection. The hard part and the hard pill to swallow is that you have to take responsibility for obtaining those beliefs in the past, even if someone gave them to you. Disney movies, parents, doesn't matter. Whoever gave you those belief systems, you took the pill. And now it is about realizing that you take the red pill, which metaphorically is like taking this pill that then disintegrates all these belief systems that are like little plastic baggies in your body. And then it brings up all of this stuff for you to let go of. So the red pill is not comfortable. It's uncomfortable to realize the truth, that everything in your life is a self-fulfilling prophecy based on your belief in it. What happened, like if I look at my success on YouTube, at one point I believed it was a self-fulfilling prophecy that I have to work this 9-to-5 job that I hate. That was a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I told myself that story for a very long time. Eventually what happened is I changed my story. It became flexible. It wasn't permanent. I said, from now on, I'm going to make videos every single day until I'm a full-time YouTuber. I changed my belief system. I had a vision and I said, this is it no matter what. And that became a self-fulfilling prophecy. That eventually became my reality. So taking the red pill is about waking up and choosing from a place of awareness. Always be choosing A, B, C. Red pill, there is no choice. It's just the way reality works. In the blue pill, it's the autopilot mind. It's comfortable. I'm encouraging you to get uncomfortable, to challenge your belief systems. If you think you're awkward, shy, that you always attract this, you always attract that, you can't do your passion full time, realize that's a blue pill mentality that is trying to keep you safe from the unknown. But realize that the best thing you can do is to question it, to realize everything is a self-fulfilling prophecy. It is reflecting back to us that which we put into it and that which we believe about it. The moment you become aware that you have the choice is the moment you become free. I'm trying to free you. I'm like Morpheus, except for I don't have cool glasses. If I had cool glasses, I'd wear cool glasses. My editor will put cool glasses on me right now. Come on, Daniel. Boom. See? You have the blue pill, the red pill. Which one you want? Blue pill will put you right back in a comfortable little zone. Go to bed, wake up, blissful ignorance, just like in the movie The Matrix, and stay asleep. Stay comfortable. Watch the news. Believe everything you're told. Everything is permanent here. There's no way out. Everything is just fixed. Or you take the red pill, where you realize the truth. Everything is flexible. Everything is the meaning you put into it. You are an eternal spiritual being having a temporary human experience. You forgot who you were when you came here so that you could then remember who you are. And now it's about choosing. Always be choosing. A, B, C. Always be choosing. If you treat everything in your life as if you chose it, you will start to find that things in your life happen very magically because you let go of resistance. But remember, everything is flexible. It's all up to you. The key is becoming aware of these belief systems, becoming aware of these self-fulfilling prophecies, and then realize that you can then choose something new. It is about waking up. And if you didn't know, right now, a lot of what's happening on the planet is people are waking up. People are waking up out of the blue pill mentality. People are starting to question the news. Like, this is what the news shares? This is ridiculous. This is being exaggerated. People are starting to wake up because there's a lot of pressure, and the pressure causes people to wake up. It's a sad part of spiritual awakening. The pressure is what causes it. Now, right now, there's something that's called the Great Awakening happening on the planet. This Great Awakening is where people are waking up quicker than ever before. More people are taking the red pill, not political. They're just taking the red pill and realizing the truth about who they are. And part of this is us teaming up our energy together to visualize. This is called the meditation effect. When many of us get together and we visualize a certain outcome, it has such a powerful effect on us and reality that we're on. There's many timelines that exist right now. And the timeline we shift to will depend on us and our own individual energy. So one thing that you will see right here is the most powerful meditation for shifting to the most optimal timeline. Listen to this meditation for 21 days. It will transform your life and put you on that timeline, plus help you take more and more of the truth about who you are and uncover more and more of who you really are. So take your power back. Listen to this meditation for 21 days, and that is it. Peace.